Well, hello and welcome back to the Town Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition that is aimed strictly, exclusively at people who want to manifest. Nobody else. You want to improve your manifesting? Powers are inside of you. They're your subconscious. The magic comes from you. Hard to believe because we're really not taught that. Yeah, you get conversations about all the powers in you, you got them. But for most of us, if not all of us, that is a bridge too far. We have power. Everything around us in the world says, no, you don't have power. People are determining your life, your living, your money, your finance, your health. What power do you have? It is in you. And, interestingly, you manifest every single day, usually on a very small scale. Doesn't matter. That's still tapping into the power. We just want to amp that up a little bit. So what I do is I have this singular picture here, which for a lot of people are boring, and that's good, because for the next 12 minutes or so, that's all you're going to have on your screen. I want you to find the images that are evoked from this reading from within you. That's where the power lies, within you. I want you to tap into your subconscious and let those images percolate to the surface. Now, a lot of people go, okay, I get it. Okay, great. Don't want visual distraction, because if I'm paying attention to what's happening on the screen, I am now a participant. A spectator. I'm not a participant. I want you to participate in this. This is the whole thing. So, okay, I get it. We're just going to have that one picture. So what they do is they close their eyes. And they just listen to the interpretation. My goal is to inspire you. If I can inspire you, if I can tap into the pictures coming from your imagination, coming from your subconscious, we improve your manifesting, and that's the whole point. So what you see in front of you, two rows of cards. The middle card and the bottom, middle card at the top, are where we begin and end the reading. They are important, certainly influential, but not necessarily the most important cards in the reading. Let's get to it, however. Okay, let's get you manifesting. So up front, bottom row, first card, the Oracle card, Fork in the Road. Now, we've had this I think maybe a week ago, something like that. And it is a very appropriate card when you look at the astrology for the summer, and when you take a look at the psychology and sociology of the planet. This summer, maybe even the rest of this year, will be hard pressed. There is a change. You can feel it. Some people are afraid of it and denying it. Other people are welcoming it. And other people are just watching. But there is a change, a profound change coming in society. There will be things done and experienced that you may never have thought could be done or experienced in your lifetime. But they're coming. You can feel it. You can see what's happened to your life just in the last 3 years. More of that is coming, and much more of it. Because the change can be very good for humanity, and that hurts, damages the forces that are trying to control us. So you have a decision to make. You got a fork in the road. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. That's why it might be very good for you to spend the rest of the year observing, making minor adjustments as needed, but don't just jump, because there are a lot of possibilities here, and you have to kind of see which way the wind is blowing before you make a decision. Still up in the air. So you are facing, as all of us are, a fork in the road. And to highlight that, we got the first card on the left bottom. It's the Tower card. Now, generally, for people, the Tower card is something to be feared. It's destruction, it's upheaval. Yeah, that's true. It's also a wake up call. It is sudden change, and that's what makes it difficult. We get into a groove. We like our routine. Oh, we yell about it. We make noise about it. Oh, I'm bored. I got routine. But there's an element of security in routine. And if that routine gets interrupted, and God knows it's been interrupted over the past 3 years quite a bit, when that routine gets interrupted, we get thrown into a panic mode. Some people respond very quickly without thought. Some people just freeze up, do nothing. But a tower does not have to be devastating. It is when you resist, because you're multiplying the power. But when you take a look at what the changes are, what the tower is bringing, what's a wake-up call? It's removing you from false securities. If you thought this was a good thing, you thought it was going to be like this for the rest of your life. Not like that. And when that's the case, when you find that something you thought you could depend on, you can't, that's upsetting. And that's the part. And that's why you have the fork in the road. Which way are you going to go? Now, at this point, we got the Five of Pentacles. You have two people out in the cold. The earlier versions of tarot showed this to be a church behind them, and the pentacles were a window, and you could see light was on. And even though they're in the middle of snow, and even though there's an element of the guy, I think, is handicapped, the woman, both are underdressed for the weather, walking barefoot in snow, they got this building right behind them we could go to for at least warmth, right? Lights are on. So they could at least get comfortable, maybe have a great night's sleep. Maybe they even get some food. They get some relief. But the pentacles are things we value. These people do not value themselves. Nah, I'm not worthy. Nah, that kind of good stuff never happens to me. I'll just settle. And a lot of people have done that over the past 3 years. They know better. My gut's screaming at me that we should be doing something different, but they know better. So I'm just going to cave. Who am I? Who am I? They're scientists, government people, bureaucrats, rich people. They know better than I do. That's the Five of Pentacles. Time to make a change. And thankfully, the next two cards in the bottom row are Queens. Queens get the stuff done. Kings make the proclamations. But Queens, they're on the ground. They're taking care of business. And so the two Queens back to back, which is very powerful, the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups. Swords are your thoughts, ideas, belief. The Queen of Swords is very perceptive, very clever, very realistic, and very honest. Straight talking. To herself as much as anybody else. Because if she's not honest with herself, she cannot be honest with anybody else. And the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, very sensitive, very gentle, very compassionate. So the two Queens together tell me that this Five of Cups or Five of Pentacles energy can be changed. You change the way you think about yourself, you feel about yourself. Change your belief system to support yourself in a very loving, positive manner. And you don't have to necessarily think yourself through it. You can intuit it with the Queen of Cups. But what will help the process is to use the Queen of Swords energy, where you're just going to be a straight talker with yourself. No BS anymore. Enough with that. Whereas, in fact, very many people don't even talk to themselves at all. Don't even we're so detached and so distracted that we're not even paying attention to ourselves. Queen of Swords says, no, straight talk. Queen of Cups says, love yourself. You put those two energies together, that will help you choose wisely. That will help decide your fork in the road. Because you got one ahead of you. You got to make a choice. That's what this is all about. So, go to the top row. Got the Knight of Wands. Knight, remember I said kings make the proclamation. Wands are positivity, enthusiasm. You're plugged into your life. You're not just a spectator in your life, you're a participator. Big difference. Big difference. Most of us, for a long, long time, have just watched our life pass by. Really not participated. We just did this stuff that was expected, went to work, made some money, came home, had dinner, watched TV, and maybe every year take a couple of weeks of vacation. We just fit right in there. That's the way it was. We weren't really living life, we were existing, but as long as there was an element of comfort, or we believed it was comfort, we were fine. King of Wands says, no. You have to get plugged into your life. You have to choose wisely. You have to take the right fork in the road to give you a life that you deserve, to give you a life where you fit, where you belong. Excitement, enthusiasm, passion. Knight of Swords says you got to change your thought, right? We've already done that with the Queen of Swords. So the Knights always bring you gifts. There is some inspiration, some insight coming up over the next month or two that will allow you to go, oh, wow, I never thought of it that way before. But the big thing here, before, as I said in the beginning, before you make this change or choose the fork in the road, the thing that you have to really pay attention to is moderation. This is not going to be a quick hit. Inspiration may come to you suddenly, but the activity, the follow-up on that inspiration, you need to moderate. Temperance card is healing. It's patience. It's balance. And so all that's doing is telling you, take a breath, observe what's happening, find out how it feels, and then move ahead. And moving ahead means the Ten of Cups. It's your happy. You can do this. You can get to your happy place. Ten of Cups is really, I think, in many ways, more than even the Ten of Pentacles. You have it all. You got family, blessings, love, contentment, joy. Good stuff. And the final card, in the middle up top, vice versa card, it's the Nine of Wands. It's determination. It's stamina. It's persisting even though you hit the ground running and you get your knees knocked up a little bit. Doesn't make any difference. Whatever you got to jump through, hoop you got to jump through, whatever you got to do, you will choose wisely. You will take the right fork in the road to a life that you are part of finally. You are living your life. You're not simply watching it on a screen somewhere. All the difference in the world. You can do this. Begin now. That's the reading for today. Back tomorrow with another tarot reading. Hope you're here with me. If not, between now and the next time we have a chance to do tarot together, peace and blessings.